believe that women need to atone for their sins against men. And some of y'all just busted a gasket right there when I said that. If we want to heal, if we want to see things get better between men and women, women are going to have to, number one, they're going to have to humble themselves. And because the Jezebel spirit is running rampant, I don't know if we can do that in 2025. I don't know if humility is such a thing in 2025, but that's what has to happen. So women would have to become humble. They would have to become vulnerable. And that is one of the femininity traits: passive, patient, vulnerable. And women today do not want to be vulnerable. They are not humble. But it is the sins committed against men, all men, by the hands of women. That's a big part. That's a big part of how we got here. And women have to be able to admit their part. I don't see that happening enough. And what's going to happen once I post this video to YouTube is a bunch of women are going to come under this video and say, the men aren't humble. The men aren't, here we go. And therein will prove my point as to why I'm saying this. Because once again, it's just so hard. It's so hard for women to just, you know what? I'm just going to take it. I'm just going to take it on the chin. I'm just going to listen. I'm not going to get defensive. I'm just going to humble myself. I'm going to listen. I'm going to pay attention. I'm going to listen to what men say. And here's the thing, ladies. Can we be honest? You know the difference between good dudes, or maybe you don't. Maybe it's me. I know the difference between good dudes commenting and crazy men commenting. And I don't give any weight to the crazy men commenting. I don't give any weight to the dudes that are traumatized, that, they got mommy issues, daddy issues. Like, I don't even see them comments. I really don't. So I'm not talking about those dudes. I'm talking about just a regular average dude that is not like tripping. Like, he's actually saying something if you just listen. Y'all will not listen. You will not listen. And then you have swallowed this narrative, hook, line, and sinker, that you have been oppressed by men. And that is not true. That is a narrative that you've been sold for 50 or 60 years. And that's just not true. The average man is not out here oppressing y'all. Their lives are 10 times harder than our lives. But it's like, you will not admit these basic truths. If I post oh God help me, if I post something on Instagram, this one y'all really lose y'all mind. If I post anything on Instagram about what men need, about what men want, about here's how to understand men better, y'all lose y'all entire mind. And here come all the name calling, then I gotta block you. Okay? So just know, you come over to my platform calling me a bunch of names. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the 5 seconds that it took to do that, because you'll never get another chance. You will be blocked from my platform. You will be hidden from my YouTube channel. So I hope you enjoyed it, because you won't get another chance, not with me. But here come the name calling, and here come the defensiveness, and here come the, what about them, and they be doing, and we've been oppressed for thousands of years, and what about the patriarchy? What? The patriarchy is simply the eldest male. Your father is the head of the household. That's all that is. And y'all have made it, just like feminism, you've made it mean all these things that it doesn't mean. The patriarchy simply means your father, the male head of the household, the oldest male head of the household, it has a leadership role. That's all that means. But y'all have made it mean all this other stuff that it don't mean. And some of y'all are willing to die on this hill. And you know what? That's your prerogative. But here's what is really sad to me. This is the worst part about all of this. The small percentage of women that keep this lie going, that keep this narrative going, and y'all are the main ones that need to atone for your sins towards men. But what's crazy is you're hurting all women. Like you've now all women. You hurt all women with your foolishness. That's just like when I talked to y'all some months back about slut shaming. I told you the origins of slut shaming and why it exists and why it must exist. Slut shaming must continue, because if we let a small percentage, you know the old-timey saying that says a few bad apples spoil the whole bunch? If we let a small percentage of women run amok and drive down the cost of sex, which is what y'all have done, we're all gonna suffer. That is why women have to check other women. Because when y'all go out here and give men a bunch of free sex and you don't require marriage and you don't require, oh yeah, I'm just giving it away, hand over fist. Then you get some, you get some, you get some. Now, guess what happened when I go on a date? Well, are you going to give me any free sex? No. What are you talking about, sir? Well, there's women out here that's just giving away free sex hand over fist. And I mean, since you happen to be a woman, I assume you're going to do the same thing. No, I'm not.
So whether you like your vacations a little bit more extreme